and then we can share. Haribo. We are live. We are live now.
Should we start now? Is this, you have to put it on? Yes. Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari Jashodanandan Vrajajan Ranjan Jashodanandan Vrajajan Ranjan Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari Jashodanandan Vrajajan Ranjan Jashodanandan Vrajajan Ranjan Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Jaya Radha Madhava Nikuñja-bihārī Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnavastaya Bhutare Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Antarvip Mayapur Dham ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Tulsi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Samaved Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gau Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Please welcome to Radha Govinda temple. We just had finished Govardhan Puja, and Govardhan Parvat is right here in front of you. You can also see Lord Damodar on the altar and Radha Govinda. We also have Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam installed right on the altar with Prabhupada's deity. And whatever puja we do, the pujari is going to offer the flowers and whatever paraphernalia required for this morning's puja. Before we start 7 days discourses of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, I just sung a song which is sung before Śrīmad-Bhāgavat Katha. Jai Radha Madhav Nikuñja-bihārī Dāsa Jashoda Nandan Vraj Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari. It's a very nice and beautiful song. I'll repeat the words again. Jai Radha Madhav Nikuñja-bihārī Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashoda Nandan Vraj Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Srila Prabhupada is also giving us a translation. Krishna is the lover of Radha. He displays many amorous pastimes in groves of Vrindavan. He is the lover of the cowherd maidens of Braja, the holder of the great hill named Govardhan Hill, which is right in front of us, the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, who is on the altar with Damodar, the delighter of the inhabitants of Braja. And you also see beautiful scenery from Vrindavan Dham. right behind Radha Govinda as a backup drop. Srila Prabhupada was very fond of this particular song. He liked this song. And he sang it before his lectures every single day. So, even today, whenever we start giving a class or 7-day recital of Bhagavatam or anything, we have to sing this particular song as a tradition. In Allahabad and Gorakhpur, Srila Prabhupada fell into a trance after singing the first 2 lines. Now, falling into trance is not easy. You have to go through step by step, and you have to do it for many, many years. Then it is possible to achieve that particular stage or a position. You have to very strictly follow yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So, when you climb these steps, after so much of endeavor and time, and practice perfectly, then only you get that position or the stage that Srila Prabhupada reached. So here it says, in Allahabad and Gorakhpur, Srila Prabhupada fell into the trance after singing the first 2 lines. And after some time, he came back into external consciousness. Everyone were wondered, what happened to Srila Prabhupada? 2 minutes before, he was clapping and he was in a great mood of describing pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, singing Jai Radha Madhav Kunja Bihari. All of a sudden, he just became like a statue, which you see on my right. Srila Prabhupada is sitting there since he's left the body. Every temple, in every town and village, these ISKCON temples they have, first thing you see is Srila Prabhupada, and second thing you see is Shri Radha Govinda. So, when visitors they enter the temple hall, first they do is offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. So, after some time he came back into the external consciousness and said, now just chant Hare Krishna. He came back to consciousness. He was able to speak. He was able to look around. He knew where he was and where he is. And that's why the only instruction he had, when he opened his eyes, he says, now just chant Hare Krishna. And then he left. He was scheduled for the lecture, but just chant Hare Krishna became his lecture. Later on, when devotees asked where he was during trance, and he said that literally he was actually with Krishna, Radha, all the Brijavasis, and he said everything was there. Srimati Radharani, Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill, Yashoda, and all the cowherd boys and the girls. It is possible. Every single day, 8 o'clock in the morning, every single ISKCON temple, people sing this song. But the message I would like to give, that when you put your heart in it, it is always possible to skip those steps Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, all that. Yoga, gnana, bhakti, right? Even without practicing that, when you put your heart into this particular song, which is very beautiful song, short song, melodious song, then it's possible to be with Krishna face to face. There is another Mangalacharan he gave us before reading this particular book, which is known as Nectar of Devotion. This is a very wonderful book to read. If you have time, please pick up that book from the temple. If you have little money, you can buy this whole set of Bhagavatam, which are 18 books from A to Z, whatever 18,000 verses of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are printed right here. This particular book, the first book, Srila Prabhupada wrote it in India. He got printed in India also. Then he sent a copy to Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was the Prime Minister of India. And Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri congratulated him, and his desire, his well-wish or blessings, whatever you call, was that this particular Bhagavatam that you are beginning to translate, I wish that is all printed one day, all these 18,000 verses with the translations, word-to-word translations, and purport with all the explanation of every verse, and that way people will have Krishna in their homes. So this is a little exercise we are going to go through along with the 7-day discourses that we are proud to introduce these books. The beauty of the book is you write a book, either it's in your local language or in English or few other languages. These particular set of books, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we have printed in every single language of the world. You name the language, and we have the printed version of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So please call your local temple and try to get these books. These are the books that we are going to read from. The idea is that another Mangalacharan, which is also melodious, I will present it. Anything Prabhupada has given us is simply great, simply beautiful. Let me read how it goes. Nana Shastra Vicharane Kanipuno Saddharma Sanstapako Lokanam Hitakaranam Tribhuvane Manyau Sharanya Karo Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nandana Mataliko Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Shri Jiva Gopalako Shri Jiva Gopalako. The translation by Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatan Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principle for the benefit of all the human beings. Thus, they are honored all over the 3 worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of, because they are absorbed in the mood of gopis and are engaged in the transcendent loving service of Radha and Krishna. Om Ajnanam Timirindasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance, with the torchlight of knowledge. Srila Prabhupada Pranati. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at His lotus feet. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries, which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. By the way, whatever we are doing, since it's like a first day, we have to respect our Guru Parampara and get the proper blessings from them, so that 7 days discourses, the whole event that we organize will go very, very smoothly, without any obstacles, without any predicaments, without any hindrances. So let's pray to Guru Parampara. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapinam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svadantikam. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? The next verse is similar to those we just read, the Mangalacharan for Nectar of Devotion, because it goes beyond just Srila Prabhupada and Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. So most of the names, all the way up to Krishna, Radha, and their associate Lalita, Vishakha, they are all included in this one. But very similar to one that we already went through. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitauscha. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and unto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, along with his elder brother Sanatan Goswami, as well as Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatt, Gopal Bhatt, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Shivas, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Shri Krishna, along with the associate Shri Lalita and Vishakha. So as you see, the flowers and different paraphernalias are being offered on the altar because all these personalities that we are talking about sitting right there. Also, if you see the beautiful painting up there near touching the ceiling is a marvelous creation of American artists, and it looks like that as if they are about to talk, about to sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Next verse is, He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. O my dear Krishna, ocean of mercy, you are the friend of distress and the source of creation. You are the master of cowherd man and lover of gopis, especially Srimati Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So Pujari is going to offer flowers. Next is Srimati Radharani. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya. I offer my respects to Srimati Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the queen of Vrindavan. You are the daughter of King Vrushabhanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhupya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnavas, devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desired trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasdi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. I offer obeisances to Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivas, and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O internal potency of Lord Shri Krishna, please engage us in the blissful service of the Lord. That's the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I meditate upon that pure and spotless, supreme, absolute truth, who is free from suffering and death, and who is in beginning, personally revealed this incomparable torch of light and knowledge to Brahma. Lord Brahma then passed on to Sanat Kumaras. Sanat Kumaras passed on this to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni passed on to Maharshi Vedvyas, and Maharshi Vedvyas passed on to Shukadeva Goswami, and Shukadeva Goswami passed it to Parikshit Maharaj, and up to today, I am very fortunate that by presenting and reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which was originally spoken by Lord himself, Lord Shri Krishna, in a Guru Parampara, I have an opportunity to present it to you. The Mangalacharan for Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are different. There are 3 of them, and depending on time, we'll try to repeat some of this every single day. Easy to remember, easy to chant. But most important, Mangalacharana. Mangal means auspicious, right? So these are the first steps of our endeavors towards 7-day readings of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The first is Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Before reciting this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, Nar-Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto the Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author who compiled all these scriptures that you can think of. Shunvatam Svakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Rudi Anantastohi Abhadrani Vidunoti Surat Satam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of truthful devotees, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. The next Mangalacharan is Nigam kalpataro galitam phalam Shukumukhad mukhadravya sanyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasamalam Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. Before we read the translation, we will read the translation of Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. What do they mean by that? By regularly listening Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and by rendering the service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Very interesting, very beautiful. Let's read it again, because that will tell you the purpose, why I am sitting here and why you are sitting there and why we are communicating one another through these books. Because it has some meaning and a great meaning, great results. How? By regularly listening Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. The third one was Nigam kalpataro galitam phalam shukamukad mukhadravya sanyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasuka bhuvi bhavukam. The translation goes like this. O expert and thoughtful man, relish Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the mature fruit of desire tree of Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Sri Shukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become more relishable for all, including liberated souls. So it's not just for you and me. Even if the person who is self-realized, if the person is really liberated already, he has to also read this particular Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, because that is the magic behind it. That is the result. By knowing what is in these 18,000 verses in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which are right on left me, and over there they are offering the flowers. We already installed and inaugurated in last night's ceremony Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and certain formalities that we had to perform, we took care of it. And now, again this morning, puja, we continue by chanting certain important verses from Vedas and also from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shruniyam Deva Bhadram Pashyamakshabhirya Jatra Sthire Range Stushtumaunsa Stanubihi Vyashema Devhite Yadayuhu. O Lord, may we hear with our ears what is auspicious. May we see with our eyes what is auspicious. May we sing your glories with our mouths and enjoy the life allotted to us by you. Om Samano Mantrasya Samiti Samani Samanam Manasasa Chittamesham Samaniva Akuta Samana Radayaniva Samanam Astuo Mano Yatha Vasu Sahasati. These are the verses which normally it takes time to understand, to realize. And also, once in a while you hear this, because they are not like just regular chanting or everyday verses. These are the special prayers that being chanted before we open dialogues between the orator and the listeners for 7 days discourses. Common be our prayers, common be our end, common be our purpose, common be our deliberations, common be our desires, unified be our hearts, united be our intentions, perfect be our unity. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amrutangamaya. O Lord, from the unreal lead us to the real. From darkness lead us to the light. From death lead us to the immortality. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashtuk Apnayat. O Lord, in thee may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvinao Dhitamatsu, Mam Vidvishvahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, protect us, both the preceptor and the disciples. May we nourish us both of us intellectually. May we work together with great energy. May our study be vigorous and fruitful. May we cooperate each other peacefully. We also have Bal Gopal. He had this Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, and he was a very tender age when he lifted this particular mountain on his left chinky. So in order to meditate on Bala Gopala, Bala Mukunda, we have this prayer. Everyone know that. It's like day-to-day kind of prayer. Karar vindena padar vindam, mukhar vinde viniveshantam, vadasta patrasya puteshanam, balam mukundam manasa smarami. I meditate in my mind, Supreme Personality of Godhead in form of Bal Mukunda, who puts his lotus toe by his lotus hand into his lotus mouth while sleeping on a leaf of a banyan tree. We'll talk about this when we read about Markandeya Muni. He had a meeting with Narnarayan and he was blessed. And he had actually witnessed seeing the form of Krishna in the form of a little baby Krishna sleeping on a leaf of a banyan tree. So these are not just compositions thoughtfully made to sound good. These are the realities. Everything came into being after actually witnesses the forms of the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord, the qualities of the Lord, and the names of the Lord. Om Ano Bhadraha Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. May all auspicious thoughts we receive from all directions. Right? You look around, there are 10 directions. Right? And those presiding deities are in every corner and every direction. So we start. Om Animaya Namah, Mahimaya Namah, Girimaya Namah, Manimaya Namah, Prakyamaya Namah, Paschatya Namah, Ishitaya Namah, Vashitaya Namah. Anima, Mahima, Girima, Lagima, Prapti, Prakyamaya, Ishita, Vashita, all these things. Right? They are there and we are looking for their blessings. Om Vishwani Deva Savitur Duritani Parasuva Yad Badram Tan Asuva. Keep all that is inauspicious away from us. We are requesting them, take away anything that is inauspicious and give us only that is glorious and auspicious during this 7 days seminars. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamada Uchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. All that is invisible is verily the infinite Brahman. All that is visible is also the infinite Brahman. The whole universe has come out of this infinite Brahman. Brahman is infinite. Although the whole universe has come out of it, it remains infinite. If you have $500 in your pocket, if you spend $100, you are left with $400. But the spiritual world that we are going through, all these books, is such that everything has emanated from that, and still nothing is missing from the spiritual world. Next, we would like to take permission of Srila Prabhupada before we resolve our art as a sankalp to do this particular endeavor. The verse is, Om Shri Guru Paramananda Premananda Phalaprada Vrajananda Pradananda Sevayam Ma Niyoja. My dear Guru Srila Prabhupada, please engage us in the blissful service of the Lord. Talking about Krishna is the greatest service. You must be very fortunate, and I consider myself also fortunate, that Srila Prabhupada assigned us this duty of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. And right now, we are engaged by His mercy, the blissful service of the Lord. Om So Savadabra Karuno Bhagavan Vibruddha Prem Smite Nanana Bruja Brujyamanam Utthaya Vishviyaya Chano Vishadam Madhavya Garapanayata Purushaparanam. 3:45 in the morning, we knock the doors of the altar to wake up Lord Shri Krishna. It's not here. All over the world in ISKCON temples, 3:45 in the morning, in the Brahma Muhurat, we wake up Krishna by saying this verse, clapping 3 times on our hand, knocking the door and trying to pray, Krishna, please wake up. Uttishta Uttishta Govinda, Uttishta Garuda Dhwaja, Uttishta Kamalakanta, Trailokyam Mangalam Kuru. If you keep sleeping, who is going to take care of us? Right? Translation is, the Lord, who is supreme and is the oldest of all, is unlimitedly merciful. We wish that He may smilingly bestow His benediction upon us. By opening His lotus eyes, He can uplift the entire cosmic creation and remove our dejections by kindly speaking His directions. Beautiful verse. Next one is also Vishnu Smarana, we chant. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suryo Diviva Chakshuratamam Tad Vipraso Vipanvayo Jagruvasaha Samindrate Vishnuryata Paramam Padam. Just as the sun's rays in the sky are extended to the mundane vision, so in the same way, the wise and learned devotees always see the supreme abode of Lord Shri Vishnu. Because those highly praiseworthy and spiritually awakened Brahmanas are able to see the spiritual world, they are also able to reveal that supreme abode of Lord Shri Vishnu. This kind of verses are taken right from Rig Veda. So we are not just chanting ordinary verses. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda. These are the original books given to us by Lord Krishna himself. Next is Mangal Shanti. Om Krishno ve Satchidanandaganaha Krishnadi Purushaham Krishna Purushottamaham Krishnahau Karmadimulam Krishna Sa Sarve Karyaham Krishna Kasam Kruda Adisha Mukha Prabhu Pujyaham Krishno Anadis Tasmin Ajantaravaye Yat Mangalam Talalabate Kruti. Lord Krishna is the color of new rain cloud. Therefore, he is compared to the transcendental cloud, full of eternity, bliss and cognizance. He is the original and supreme person. He is the origin of all activities and the one and only Lord of all. He is the worshipful Lord of base of demigods, the controller of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Krishna is without any beginning. Whatever auspiciousness is found within or beyond this universe, the devotee obtains in Krishna alone. Swasti Vachana. Om Swastino Govinda Swastino Achyutananda Swastino Vasudeva Vishnurdadatu Swastino Narayano Narovai Swastino Padmanabha Purushottama Dadatu Swastino Vishwaksheno Vishweshwaraha Swastino Rushikesho Harir Dadatu Swastino Venateo Harir Swastino Anjana Suto Harir Bhagavato Dadatu Swasti Swasti Sumangalayikesho Mahan Shri Krishna Satchidananda Gana Sarve Sarveshwaro Dadatu. May Lord Govinda, Achyuta, Anantasesha, Vasudeva and Lord Vishnu bestow auspiciousness upon us. May Naranarayan, Padmanabham and Purushottamam bestow auspiciousness upon us. May Vishwakhena, the Lord of the universe, Rishikesha and Lord Hari bestow auspiciousness upon us. May Garuda and the son of Anjana, who is the great devotee of Lord Rama, Hanuman, bestow auspiciousness upon us. May the great and only Lord of auspiciousness, Lord Sri Krishna, who is like a transcendental cloud full of eternity, knowledge and bliss, who is the Lord of all demigods, bestow auspiciousness upon us, all the prosperity and auspiciousness. Finally is a Bhuta Shruti, which is a very beautiful verse taken from Padyavali. And if you listen, you will get the message that during these 7 days, how should we changing ourselves from our present status to the status that is required to listen to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam for 7 days. What are the bases? What are the basic requirements? And it's just wonderful. The verse is, Naham vipro nachanarapati, napi vaishyo na shudro, naham varani nacha gruhapatir, no vanasto yatirva, kintu prodhyana nikhila paramanand, purnamridder, gopi bhartur padakamaloyor, dasa dasanudasaha. Very wonderful. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, nor I am a Vaishya, nor a Shudra. Neither I am a Brahmachari, nor a Grahastha, nor a Vanaprastha, nor a Sannyasi, but I am simply the servant of the lotus feet of eternally self-manifested, ocean of nectar of highest bliss, the master of gopis, Shri Shri Radha Govinda. This should be the attitude. This should be in our mind when we are worshipping the Lord, when we are reading scriptures, when we are praying, especially for these 7 days, listen to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. You have to confess one thing with a lot of apology in our heart. I am by nature the eternal servant of Krishna, but by misfortune, due to being inimical towards him from time immemorial, I have been identifying with this body and have been wandering in the cycle of birth and death again and again in this material existence, being burnt by the threefold of miseries. Now, as a result of some unimaginable good fortune, by the mercy of my spiritual master, I know that I am eternal servant of Lord Sri Krishna, that I am an infinitesimal spiritual being, completely apart from the gross and the subtle body. Now, by the order of my spiritual master, following in his footsteps, I obtained the good fortune of being able to serve his lotus feet, as well as the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Sri Radha Govinda. This is not an ordinary fortune. We are very fortunate. Srila Prabhupada has given us. Since we have Giri Govardhan, since we have Radha Govinda, we will be offering some flower petals to Radha and Krishna. Behalf of our sponsors, behalf of all of you who are participating in listening to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So let's pray with folded hands. We'll be chanting 108 names of Lord Sri Krishna. It will include Radha Govinda as well as it will include the Govardhan, Giri Govardhan or Govardhananath, whichever way you are comfortable. Om Shri Krishnaya Namah, Kamalanathaya Namah, Vasudevaya Namah, Vasudevatmajaya Namah, Punyaya Namah, Lilamanu Savigrahaya Namah, Shri Vastakaustubhadraya Namah, Yashodavatsaya Namah, Haraya Namah, Devaki Nandaya Namah, Shri Sai Namah, Nandago Priyatmajaya Namah, Yamana Vega Sauharine Namah, Balabhadra Priyanujaya Namah, Putanajivitaharaya Namah, Shakta Suru Bhanjanaya Namah, Nanda Vrajanandine Namah, Satchidananda Vigrahaya Namah, Namalat Aptingaya Namah, Namanitanathaya Namah, Ananghaya Namah, Namanitanavaraya Namah, Muchinda Prasadakaya Namah, Shodastri Sastreshaya Namah, Tribangine Namah, Madhura Krutaya Namah, Sukva Mruttalabdave Namah, Govindaya Namah, Yoginam Pataye Namah, Vatsavadacharaya Namah, Anantaya Namah, Dhanakasur Bhanjanaya Namah, Tanikutruvartaya Namah, Yamalajur Bhanjanaya Namah, Uttalattalabdatre Namah, Tamala Shamal Krutaye Namah, Gopa Gopishwaraya Namah, Yogine Namah, Koti Surasamrabhaya Namah, Hilapataye Namah, Paranajyotishe Namah, Yadvendraya Namah, Yadutvaya Namah, Vanamaline Namah, Pitavasase Namah, Parijadharkaraya Namah, Govardhana Chalodatre Namah, Gopalaya Namah, Sarvapalakaya Namah, Ajaye Namah, Niranjanaya Namah, Kamajanakaya Namah, Kanjalochanaya Namah, Madhugne Namah, Madhurnathaya Namah, Dvarkanayakaya Namah, Baline Namah, Vrindavan Sancharine Namah, तुलसीदाम भूषणाय नमः समत्कर्मणहर्ते नमः नरनारायणात्मकाय नमः कुब्जा कृष्णामधराय नमः संसारवेरिणे नमः कंसाराय नमः मुरारये नमः नरकान्तकाय नमः अनादिब्रह्मचारिणे नमः कृष्णान्या व्यासनकर्षकाय नमः शिशुपालशिशत्रे नमः दुर्योधनकुलान्तकाय नमः विदुरक्रूरदाय नमः विश्वरूपप्रदर्शकाय नमः सत्यवाचे नमः सत्यसंकल्पाय नमः सत्यभामारताय नमः जैने नमः सुभद्रापूर्वजाय नमः जिष्णावे नमः भस्ममुक्तिप्रदाकाय नमः जगद्गुरुवे नमः जगन्नाथाय नमः वेणुनादविशारदाय नमः वृषभासुरवन्दस्तिने नमः बाणासुरकरन्तकाय नमः युधिष्ठिरप्रतिष्ठात्रे नमः भैरवतासकाय नमः पार्थसार्थये नमः अव्यक्ताय नमः गीतामृत अहोधाय नमः ओम केशवाय नमः नारायणाय नमः माधवाय नमः गोविंदाय नमः ओम विष्णवे नमः मधुसूदनाय नमः त्रिविक्रमाय नमः वामनाय नमः श्रीधराय नमः ऋषिकेशाय नमः अधोक्षजाय नमः दामोदराय नमः यज्ञभोक्त्रे नमः दानवेन्द्रविनाशकाय नमः नारायणाय नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः पन्गासनवाहनाय नमः पुण्यश्लोकाय नमः आदित्याय नमः भानवे नमः भास्कराय नमः सूर्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः महातेजाय नमः हर्षवाय नमः रौद्राय नमः वैवस्वताय नमः सवित्रे नमः भुवनेश्वराय नमः पुण्यश्लोकाय नमः तीर्थपदाय नमः वेदविद्याय नमः दयानिधे नमः सर्वतीर्थात्मकाय नमः सर्वगुरुरूपिणे नमः परात्पराय नमः ओम गोपालकृष्णब्रह्मणे नमः नानाविधपरिमल पत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि नमस्करोमि प्लीज ऑफर थैंक यू हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे सो वी आर supposed to keep continuing. In the beginning it said that we should be praying Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. It's important because she is the one who is giving us the knowledge, the gnana, the opportunity to share the knowledge, the speech, the right words coming out because her blessings. So, how shall we pray? It's a beautiful verse here. Ya kundendrutushar har dhavala ya shubravastra bruta या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष झाड्यापहम् रामो राजमणि सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे Ramena Vijaya Jaya Parabhanam Ramaya Tasmai Namah. Ramat Nasti Parayana Parataram Ramasya Dasosmiham Rama Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Me Bho Ram Mamudharam. Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpyadetave Tapatra Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. We offer our respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the Queen of Vrindavan. You are the daughter of King Vrushabhanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna. We bow down at the lotus feet of Krishna, who is like the transcendental cloud full of eternity, knowledge and bliss, who is the cause of all creation, sustenance and annihilation, who first imparted knowledge to Lord Brahma and Saraswati to rid of threefold miseries called Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik and Adi Devik. The next part of the ceremony is very important. But before we do that, I would like to remind you one thing, that when Srila Prabhupada landed on the soil of United States of America, in Boston, there was a short stop of a steamer. And at the Commonwealth Pier, he wrote a little poem. It's a very beautiful poem. All it does, that it helps us in doing the next part of the ceremony. He came to America from India, left his motherland, on order of his spiritual master, just to preach Krishna consciousness. But when he landed, he realized that he is not in India anymore. He is in the Western world, where everybody speaks American English, understand American culture, understand American religions, Western religions, but they don't have no knowledge about Krishna consciousness. So, his worry was actually mentioned in this particular poem that he is writing. His concern about how he is going to approach the American people, how he is going to actually make them understand. How is it possible that they will really understand the message that he has brought from India? So he is asking for the strength, circumstances and blessings from Shri Krishna. He says, how will I make American people understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified and most fallen. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince American people, for I am powerless to do so on my own. is praying to Krishna. And the same prayers our sponsors, including myself, and if possible listeners should have in their heart, because we are just trying to imitate and try to read what Prabhupada has given us. But are we qualified? Are we that fortunate to make everyone understand what these books, 18 volumes of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 18,000 verses of them, 576,000 words, and that's the worry we all should have. So he continues in the poem, somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about Krishna, speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make a success or failure as you like. Maybe these 7 days of whatever we talk about, discuss, try to present, some may like, some may not like, right? How will they understand the mallow of devotional service? Oh Lord, I am simply praying for your mercy so that I will be able to convince them about your message. All living entities have come under the control of illusory energy by your will. And therefore, if you like, by your will, they can also be released from the clutches of illusion. I wish that you may deliver them. Therefore, if you so desire their deliverance, then only will they be able to understand your message. O spiritual master of all the worlds, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates in their hearts, they will certainly feel gladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. So this is a very beautiful, this is just part of the prayer, but written so beautifully that next we are going to resolve our heart by pinpointing, by chanting this particular year, the month, the fortnight, the week, lunar day of the week, constellation, sun sign, moon sign, what we are doing, why we are doing. Everything in Sanskrit, but there is no secret about it, and this is known as a resolution. Before we begin our work, we commit ourselves in our heart and in our mind that this is what we would like to do. And we are asking Lord Krishna to be with us and bless us and give us strength so that we can have power to convince intelligent people like you. Om Śrīmad-Bhāgavato Mahāpuruṣasya Vishnu-rāgnya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmana Dvitiye Parādhe Shri Shvetavāraha Kalpe Vaivasamanantare Asthaviṣati Tame Kaliyuge Kali Prathamacharane Amerika Khande Amerika Deshe New York Radha Govinda Namane Kshetre Shalivahanashake Buddhavatare Pramadi Namane Samvatsare Dakshina Ayane Shri Suryo Kartika Mase Shukla Pakshe Dvitiyatitho Bhanu Vasare Jyeshtha Rakshare Vrishchik Rashi Sthiteshi Chandre Vrishchik Rashi Sthiteshi Surye Devaguru Shesheshu Yatha Yatha Rashi Sthana Sthiteshu Satsu Evam Gunamisheshanam Vishishtayam Shubhapanyatito Mama Atmana Shruti Smriti Puranokta Phalapraptartham Shri Radha Govinda Priyartham Yatha Gnanena Yatha Milit Upachar Dravyehi Shri Mahavishnu Damodar Prasad Siddhidvara bhakti gnana vairagyam yoganam nirantara vruddhyartham atmagnana siddhyartham asmakam sa kutumbam kshema sthairya virya vijaya ayuhu arogya aishwarya abhivruddhyartham chaturvida phala purusharth siddhyartham mama atmana sakal vidhi patak shapan purvakam putra pautradi avichana santati sthira lakshmi kirtilavash shatru parajaya dvara sadabhishta siddhyartham Shri Mahavishnu priyartham tadbhutam nirvignata siddhyartham mangala shanti swasti vajana bhut shuddhi prayogam karishye Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Mahapurana Saptāham karishye. Sapta means 7 days. So we will be doing it for 7 days, whatever we are doing. So this is a very unusual scripture, and by definition, it's very interesting to know how they have defined this particular set of books, which is known as Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Yatyadhikruta Gayatri Varnate Dharma Vistaraha Vrutrasura Vadopetam Tad Bhagavatam Ishyate. What is a Bhagavatam? Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam has to begin with the Gayatri mantra, has to also end with the Gayatri mantra, and you will be surprised that there are so many, innumerable devotees are here. The beauty of this particular Bhagavatam is that they are not only glorifying God, but by reading these books will prove, will conclude that Lord Krishna is glorifying his devotees. This is not only glorifying Lord Sri Krishna, but there is a more glorification of his devotees rather than Krishna himself, which is the beauty of it. So being a devotee, one should feel proud that God is so merciful, that finally is recognizing our devotional service. He is recognizing our own personalities. So, there is no, in this definition I read, word of Prahlad Maharaj. I didn't read any name of Dhruv Maharaj or Vidurji or Avdutji or any other incarnations, parts and parcel of Krishna. But Rutrasura is mentioned here. He is Asura. Rutra, Asura. Instead of including a devotee with the God, they mention Asura. Why? Because in his prayers, Rutrasura says that, Lord, I compare myself with the birds. They were just born. The baby birds were just born. And they are looking around for the parents who gave them the birds. Well, the birds, the parent birds, they have flown away from them, looking for some twigs, some fruit, some flowers, some insects, whatever they find, and they try to feed the little baby. Baby is missing them. Babies do not know whether the birds will ever come back or no, their parents. They are in great anxiety. They are so much eager to see them, so much eager to meet them. It's not that they are hungry, but they want to see their faces. They want to be them right in front of them. And that is why Rudrasura says that my position is like that. When a child is lost and is looking for parents, how he would feel. And when the mother is looking for a child, how she will feel. So with these kind of comparisons in his prayers, Krishna was very much impressed by Uttarasura. And finally his body is merging into Krishna's body when he dies. So this is nothing unusual about it. Shishupala, Ravana, Kansa, Putna, who smeared her breast with poison and tried to kill Krishna. But still Shri Krishna gave her the liberation. So all these pastimes are there. If you don't want to go through this 18,000 verses of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, there is only one verse which you can remember and still have idea about what a Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is. What kind of pastimes that chief pastimes that he performed, which made this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And that verse goes like this. Ado devaki devi garva jananam gopi gruhe vardhanam maya putana jivitapaharanam govardhanam dharanam Kansa chedana kauravadi hananam Kaunteya sat palanam Etad Bhagavatam Purana Katitam Shri Krishna Leelamrutam. Very easy to remember. Ado devaki deva garva jananam gopi gruhe vardhanam maya putana jivitapaharanam govardhano dharanam kansachedana kauravadi hananam kaunteya satpalanam etad bhagavatam purana katitam Shri Krishna Leelamrutam. So, which is known as one shloki Bhagavat, is very, very helpful for the people who are very extremely busy and therefore cannot spare much time for spiritual life. All that is required for them to listen to this verse, which describes nectarian pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. Listening to it is a Shravan. After relishing this beautiful verse, next is Manan, which is a reflection of this particular verse. Receive a strong memory reflection. And after listening Manan, lastly, keep remembering constantly in your mind without interpretation or interrupting performance of your mundane activity, which is called nididhyasan. Means you keep working, do whatever you have to do, but at the same time keep thinking about all these pastimes that's mentioned here. In other words, always remember Krishna's names, form, fame, qualities, and pastimes, and never forget it. That is we'll be going through a lot of pastimes that he delivered, just like Kansa is mentioned here. Shaktasur, Bakasur, Agasur, Pranambasur, Aristasur, Kans, Keshi, Charun, Kaliya, Pid, all were delivered. So we did this particular Sankalpa Vidhi, and we'll also try to explain that you must not only listen. Shrutva dharma vijanati, shrutva papam parityajeta, shrutva nirvatate moha, shrutva gnanamrutam labheta. When you listen such a beautiful scripture, then dharma vijanati, what you should do and what you should not do, you will get that kind of idea. You will be sattvic. You will be taking right decisions, because what ought to be done and what not ought to be done. It clearly gives you the idea about it when you listen to this. Shrutva dharma vijanati, shrutva papam parityajeta. We have been accumulating so many impious reactions of our impious deeds that there is no limit, because this is not the only birth we have. We used to have birth before also, and we have choice of 8,400,000 species of life. Sometimes we were a cat, sometimes we were a dog, crocodile or elephant, mosquito or butterfly or a snake. So those things are also added up, and that's why it says Shrutva papam parityajeta. If you want to get rid of all those sinful reactions accumulated during those millions and zillions of lifetimes, then you have to listen to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Shrutva nirvatate moham lets you get rid of all your pap or sinful activities. Are you still okay in this material world? The answer is no. Shrutva nirvatate moham. We all have eyes, and as soon as you see something, then you would like to have it. Kamat krodham abhijayate, krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha buddhinashaha. What it says, as soon as you see something, you want to have it. And then, when you don't get it, then krodham is when you get angry. And when you get angry, what happens? Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Then there is a disillusion, right? Brahmana. Sammohat buddhinashaha. That will take away your intelligence. And you become like an animal. We are human beings. We are the only one equipped with intelligence. And once you lose that, we are as good as animals. So that's why listening is very, very important. Let's keep praying. Dhyāya nityam mahesham rajat girinibam charu chandra vatansam ratna kalpo jvalangam parashamrugavarabhiti hastam prasannam padmasinam samantastutama amaraganer vyagrkrutim vasanam vishvajam vishvanyam nikhilabhairam panchavaktram trinetram. When Bhishma Pitamaha was leaving his body, he had a boon. He can die the moment, he can choose the moment of his death. So, although he was hurt on the battlefield, he waited until Uttarayana. When the sun starts traveling towards the north node of the earth, in that direction, it is known as Uttarayana. 14th of January is the day when sun starts moving towards north. So he waited till that day. And in Bhagavad-gita also Krishna said, Antakale chamamayam smarana mukta kalevaram. When you leave the body, you have to think of me. So Bhishma Pitama started thinking about Lord Shri Krishna. And when you think of Krishna, these unlimited pastimes that he performed, which are mentioned and we are going to go through, each one of them in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they come in your mind one by one by one by one. And that time, he thought of the best pastime that he thought it was. He was on the battlefield right against Krishna. Krishna will pick up the weapon to kill him against his will and his promise. He had his own experiences with Krishna. They grew up together. And so as with Arjuna and Yudhishthira and so many other powerful personalities, Mother Kunti and everybody. But he thought of one pastimes which happened in Vrindavan. The gopis are on higher level or equal level with Lord. Higher level, higher than the ordinary devotees. But they were so much dedicated that they had chance to dance with him. They had a chance to play with him. They had a chance to touch him. Right? So they were very fortunate. But ultimately what happens that we are too close for comfort, then you lose the little respect. Not only that, but in mundane life it happens. But in this case what happened that gopis thought that we must be so beautiful, we must be so attractive, we must be better than others, and that's why we can even touch Krishna, we can even kiss Krishna. That kind of pride arose in their hearts. And that time Krishna thought that this is not the right thinking of a devotee. I must check them. I must stop them thinking in this particular way, the way they have started thinking about their status or devotional service that they are doing. The pride, the aham, the ego has to be eradicated. And that is why he disappeared. All of a sudden, now you see, now you don't. They were looking for him. Krishna was basically a very naughty child. So they looked and looked and looked and looked, but they couldn't find him. Hide and seek they played many times. But ultimately they used to find that this time Krishna was really wanted to realize them that this kind of thinking is no good for them, to become pride and proud of them. So he vanished and never reappeared again in front of them. Finally what happened that when they realized that now there is no way they will be able to see Krishna, to show the gopis his mercy and to curb their false pride, Lord Krishna disappeared from the scene of the Rasa dance. After searching for him, the gopis became fatigued and began to weep. They started crying and crying and crying and crying. In Sanskrit it says, Balanam Rodanam Balam. A child I just mentioned, when he's separated from the mother, what strength he has got except just crying for a mother. The same thing happened with gopis. that since they could not find Krishna, they started crying. So, Shri Shukadeva Goswami, he says in 10th canto, chapter 32, Iti gopya pragayantyah pralapantas chitrada ruruduh susvaram rajan Krishna darshana lalasa. Shukadeva Goswami said, O king, he's talking Parikshit Raja, having thus sung and spoken their hearts out in various charming ways, the gopis began to weep loudly. They were very eager to see Lord Sri Krishna, just to see him, just to have his glance, just to have their form again in front of them. When they failed searching, they could not find, they just simply started sobbing and weeping and crying in various ways. Beautifully presented here. Iti gopya pragayantyah pralapantascha chitradha ruruduh susvaram rajan Krishna darshana lalasa. And then what happened? Tasamavirbhutashwari swayamana mukhambuja Pītāmbaradhrasragvī sakshātamanmatha Pītāmbaradhrasragvī sakshātamanmatha Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Then Lord Krishna, a smile on his lotus face, appeared before the gopis, wearing a garland and a yellow garment. He directly appeared as one who can bewilder the minds of Cupid, who himself bewilders the minds of ordinary people. Not only he came up as a Krishna only, the regular way, but this time when he saw they are so much upset about me, I should go and present myself in my real beautiful form. So he looked like a Sakshat Manmatha. Manmatha means Cupid. So Sakshat Manmatha means the Cupid as normally captivating minds of everyone. But now Krishna also, he looked so beautiful that even the Cupid came to see him. What is this? Somebody is attracting me more beautiful than myself? Who are they? And then Tam vailokya gatam preshtham priti utkal adushodbalat uttarasto yugapat sarva tanvaha pranivagatam. When the gopis saw that their dearmost Krishna had returned to them, they all stood up at once, and out of their affection for him, their eyes bloomed wide. It was as if the air of life has re-entered in their body. They were all almost dead. No life air whatsoever. Every body was like a dead body, gopis. But when they saw Krishna's footsteps, when they heard Krishna's footsteps and saw his beautiful face, they all came back to life. And when they look up in the sky, all the 33 millions of gods and goddesses, they were curious to see who is this little boy captivating the young girls of Vrindavan. What is he doing here? They didn't realize that was Narayana himself. On battlefield of Kurukshetra, He showed Arjuna the universal form, but at the request of Arjuna, Krishna showed him a four-handed form and then two-handed form also. So, when the demigods came, they are more familiar with four-handed forms and they are looking down on the two-handed forms. They are all human beings. And Krishna was in form of a human being, so they didn't believe that he is a Narayan himself. He is our boss. So that time, Tatra Narayanam Devam Shuklavarnam Chaturbhujam Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Vanamala Vibhushitam. And that time, Krishna showed them the four-handed form where he is holding a conch shell, a disc, a mace, and a lotus flower. And Vanamala Vibhushitam, Vaijayanti Mala, you can see right now, Radha Govinda is also wearing. If you take 5 kinds of different flowers, it becomes a Vaijayanti Mala. So, when they saw Lord Narayana in this form, they realized that this is not a small child, he is Narayana himself. So with this particular pastime, that Bhishma Pitamaha was thinking, and he left his body thinking these pastimes. I chose first that these are the kind of pastimes that when you read, when you listen to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, at the time of death, if you can remember any one of these pastimes, your life will be fulfilled. And you will go back to Godhead. So Hare Krishna, that's all for now. I'm requesting Mataji to start singing some bhajan, because now there is time for Arati. So as she is starting the bhajan, the Pujari will open the doors and he will also have a chance to look at Shri Radha Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thanks for joining. Please come to Radha Govinda temple. You want this? No? So that they can hear you.
इनका से हो जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे 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 जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर 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 राधे राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा दे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Deva ki jai. You can blow the tape and blow the card. Now there will be Aarti.